My name is Christina Lopez. The exhibition titled Portraits Proxies opened at the Drawing Room Gallery last March 7, 2020. It was cut short less than a week later due to lockdown announcements. For part of this show, I rendered portraits of people who don't exist through a generative adversarial network or GAN. I called this GAN ID Generator. The dataset for this consisted of over 500 profile pictures of paid trolls in the Philippines. A GAN is a class of machine learning systems wherein two neural networks contest with each other in a game. One tries to forge imitations, while the other tries to detect them. Reflecting how identities are weaponized and co-opted by the neoliberal machine alongside new technologies, the GAN portrayed pixelated, indistinguishable, noisy, chaotic bodies. When the truth is simply declared as such by those in seats of power, it becomes difficult to decipher what is real from what is not. This can be observed in our current landscape, wherein government funding has been utilized to weaponize social media, to both create and censor noise. Though most of the anxiety coming from the propagation of bots and data miners often centers on how these experiences are purely digital in nature, it has become more evident that the physical and digital worlds have converged. I think about this a lot, especially in terms of surveillance and in issues of perception and representation. These portraits of people who don't exist were displayed across their corresponding JSON files, etched into transparent material in order to depict that the virtual cannot be separated from our material realities. Trolls, like most of us, produce data that is not theirs. They exist by proxy. The fruits of their labor become enclosed and privatized. This has negated the potential of the internet as a free space for self-expression. Real or fake, we all end up as data processed and sold to the highest bidder, uploaded to some server we do not see and fed to some neural net we don't understand. Popular media often depicts the threat of AI in the form of an overlord eliminating humanity, but I am more fearful of abuse in the guise of technological progress by powerful human hands. It is well established that the panopticon is no longer fictional. However, steps have been taken to make its processes unseen. I have sought to visualize this intangibility. GANs act as building blocks for facial recognition and targeted ads. It's how your phone knows where you've been and what kind of shampoo you like to use. We can't exactly see them, but we can feel that they are there. When I was conceptualizing the work for this exhibition, I was heavily influenced by my personal paranoia that came with reading too much about surveillance and an obsession with science fiction and the occult. After reading and trying to make sense of why I felt so dreadful, I realized that there could be value in learning and utilizing these same technologies. If magic, according to Aleister Crowley, is the science and art of causing change to occur in conformity with will, then I agree with Arthur C. Clarke, who states that any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. If the function of technology, like magic, lies in the eye of the beholder, maybe the situation can be reversed. If the structures currently in place have dictated that we exist as proxies, perhaps we can use this to our advantage. A collective can act as a stand-in for an individual. A tactical map can replace fear. Superior forms of corruption can be utilized to topple obsolete and imperialist monoliths until we can re-upgrade. To me, this exhibition gave me a chance to explore what I cannot enact into the grand scheme of things, not with enough techno-capital and not alone. It also gave me the space to negate what needed to be negated in order to imagine alternative possibilities. In viewing the GAN through a less anthropocentric lens, I treated it as a collaborator instead of a tool simply tasked to do my bidding. I was able to learn from its pattern recognition capabilities and glean new information from how it drew these portraits. In acknowledging that my practice is informed by collective experiences outside of making art, I am able to divine things through my paranoia instead of being paralyzed by it. Technology, used and abused, has its own set of real-world, tangible, physical effects. It also affects us internally, shaping our consumer behaviors, circadian rhythms, appetites, and our literal likes and dislikes. It can sometimes manifest itself as a strong arm for a strong man, or as a glimmering portal for willing adventurers. What kind of knowledge lies hidden in central towers? Why is a cloud opaque?